Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we'll be looking at the takeaway, which is the start of your backswing. It goes from the starting setup position to when the club is horizontal with the ground. During the takeaway, we would like the chest, shoulders, arms and golf club all to move away together in one piece. As we turn back, you'll see the club head is in line with my hands, and then the shaft is matching up its horizontal with the alignment aid. The club face position has a big influence over where the golf ball goes. We want the club face to be as square as possible, but slightly open and slightly closed can be okay. It can be a tendency in the swing. Here are the points. If the club is straight up, that references a square club face. If we rotate back and say we use our arms too much, the club face starts to rotate, fan open. There we have an open club face. If we move back and the club face is pointing down to the ground, we would say this is a closed position or a hooded position of the club head. So the face is pointing down to the ground. So we see square, open, close. Neither of these positions are wrong, but if we go far off, it can have a big influence over the swing shape and the direction the golf ball goes. The first fault that tends to happen in the takeaway is using your hands too much. So your hands are moving a lot more than the body and the arms. When we do that, we tend to see the golf club move inside your hands, inside this line. We can see the club open, we can see the club closed, but when we use our hands excessive, what we definitely see is we see the club head to the right hand side there of your hands. If we use a wedge and we do that, if we're hitting pitch shots, sometimes chip shots even as well, the tendency would be, if the club head goes quite far inside your hands, is to hit the ball quite far to the right, potentially even start getting shank shots from that position. So it's really quite key that we don't let the club drift too far inside. We're trying to have your club head in line with your hands. A good drill to fix that and slow the hands down in the takeaway, helping you become more one piece, is to place a golf ball just right off the club head in your setup. The idea is that you use your chest and shoulders more. You reduce your hand movement and drag the golf ball for as long as possible. It will help you get the feeling that your hands are less dominant in the takeaway, giving you a one-piece takeaway. I'll hit a shot with that so you can see it in action. We're trying to focus on the chest and shoulders if we're trying to reduce the hands in the takeaway. Another common fault we see is that we don't use the chest and shoulders enough in the takeaway, and we use the hands where we lift the golf club up and push the hands away from the body. That starts to move the club head outside the line of the hands and moves the hands further from the body than we need. Looks something like this. A good drill to fix this and to help you feel that one-piece takeaway is place the club against your stomach, grip quite far down so you feel a bit of a stretch from your arms, and you're trying to feel your chest and shoulders and hands all moving together as one, just to the point that your hands reach your right thigh. It just gives you a feeling that you're starting the swing, moving everything together, rather than pushing your hands away. If you push your hands away, the club will leave your stomach and it becomes pretty obvious, becomes pretty apparent. Keep the club against your stomach, rotate your shoulders and chest and arms all together to feel the one-piece takeaway. The last drill that will help anyone that has difficulty with the takeaway is to put your right hand in your pocket, address the golf ball, and rehearse with your left hand only. I'd like you to feel like your left shoulder leads the movement. As we turn back, the shoulder leads, your arm reaches away. You can see here the club head is in line with the hands. If you make a mistake there, it becomes pretty apparent. You can feel it. If my hands pull in, I can feel the weight of the club. I can feel the club has gone inside and there's a bit of stress on the wrist. If I lift up, the club normally feels really light, so it's pretty obvious. We'd like to feel the shoulder turns, the arm reaches, the club's in line with your hands. That's a great drill you can use. If you're practicing, rehearse your takeaway before your shot. Turn your head and just check to see where the club head is. Take that feeling onto your golf shot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to learn more about your golf.